Amen. People tryna say I'm only enemy. Got a code with my dogs, can't get in between. I can give them life, no more energy. Amen. Amen. Man, put it into me. Everybody try to take the identity. Everybody around me turn to a friend of me. Sit back while I take on a remedy. I cannot let it get into me. It's playing a toll on me mentally.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. The Lions continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Steelers going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the hometown Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Bell, a nice little juke, and he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Partner, how he managed to get positive yardage out of that run, I have no idea. But a little juking, a little moving, got it done.
Got him 2 yards. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play clock's running down. Now Roethlisberger. He's going deep for Brown. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. Back deep for the Lions, it's Golden Tate. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Unable to corral him, he fights through. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. first carry for LeGarrette Blount. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
So under the category of, while it can't be us because we're not that good, but could you imagine if this was you? LeGarrette Blount, his first 1,000-yard season since, what, 2010, his rookie year? And 18 touchdowns in the regular season? And no longer with New England.
He is over 30 now. He turned 30 in December. I don't know if that played a factor, but yeah, such a productive year, and then he's gone.
Well, that just tells you this. Now he's going to be playing with a chip on his shoulder trying to prove something.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short. Red zone opportunity. Slot man moves right. Here's Stafford now on second down. Caught right side, Tate. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down and goal to go from the 7. In motion right is Tate. Now a toss play to Blount. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it Going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Here comes the boom! I see it, boy! I see it!
Watch that in. That is right. That is right.
6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now this is 3rd and goal. Now receiver in motion left. So now 3rd and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a 1st. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Now it's Tate. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. They start on the ground here with Blunt. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Bud Dupree, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on 2nd down.
32.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's Bell. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. play fake it at Stafford. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 77 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points.
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Man open left side is Brown. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. A gain of 32 that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's second and 2. They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Let's go now. Check 4.
They'll go again with Bell. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going deep, and he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The drive starts with a handoff to Blunt. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
Monday.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch right.
Get that quarterback. Get off. Set, lady.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Hey, check 22.
The motion man is Tate. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Stafford going underneath to Blunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2nd down and 4. From the gun, here's Stafford. Looking for Tate, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. On second down, Roethlisberger. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but at least it does draw them back level.
And that has to be job 1. A touchdown certainly would have been nice. But here, you get back on even terms. And now you've got the rest of the second half to try and get yourselves in front.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Detroit getting set to go now. They'll begin here with Blunt. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run again with Blunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
In motion right is Tate. Now Stafford. And some room to work. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Play action. Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Now a carry for Blunt. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Not much happening there on first down.
Thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On second down, here's Stafford. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here's Blow. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Again, here's Blunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Back now at Ford Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The motion man is Tate. Stafford now to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They go play action here on first down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. Now Blunt trucks over him. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll run it here with Blunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Off-play action. Stafford. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger going top shelf for... And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37. Fresh set of downs here. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Gets around him. Finding room to the 20. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run it in with Bell. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Bell, and I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Boswell's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch right down the pipe, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
And he didn't leave much doubt there, did he? Good snap, good hold, and that one was dead center.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He finds an opening past the 40. He's at the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Detroit. 41 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Now a handoff looking right. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the toss, this is Blunt. And some room to maneuver. Blunt rumbling with a first down and more. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And as the 4th quarter winds down here, we're all even.
And no one wants this game to extend. They want to go ahead and win it right now.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Lions, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the perfect season was apparently not meant to be as they drop to 7-1. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.